Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to an episode of our short videos we do for Ramadan. And today's question is a very important one. It's about Zakatul Fitr. How much? When I can give it out, and could it be transferred or taken from one country to another? And who should get it? Zakatul Fitr, as reported by An-Nasa'i and Tirmidhi, and the hadith is classified as Hasan or good. هي طعمة للفقراء والمساكين وطهرة للصائم من اللغو والرفث من أداها قبل العيد فهي زكاة مقبولة ومن أداها بعد العيد فهي صدقة من الصدقات. Zakatul Fitr, as the hadith states, it's to purify your fasting from doing anything wrong, from talking badly, for example. Because when we fast, we might have done something wrong. So this zakah is to purify. So the fasting will go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pure, and the reward inshallah is guaranteed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then it's given to the poor or the needy. And the most important thing, that it should be given before the Eid prayer. If it's done after the Eid prayer, so it is one of the charities. The jurists, they have different opinions about this. Exactly the time that it must be given out is 2 days before the Eid. This is the majority. But the Shafi'i school of law, they say that you can't give it out even from the beginning of Ramadan. Let's say that, for example, you want to pay zakat to another country or something like that, and might take time to be transferred or to be sent to that country. So you can, of course, give it in the beginning of Ramadan. But the majority of scholars say that it should be given out at the end of Ramadan. Okay, how much is it? Here in America, the scholars or muftis or sheikhs, they said that the amount of Zakat al-Fitr is $10 per person. Let us say that the family is of 6 people. Each one zakah should be given for him or her. Even if a little child is just born before the Eid, he or she was born an hour or 2 hours before the Eid, then Zakat al-Fitr here becomes obligatory. And the recipients of Zakat al-Fitr are the one mentioned in Surah At-Tawbah, chapter number 9, verse number 60, إنما الصدقات للفقراء والمساكين والعاملين عليها. Originally, Zakah was given out of food, like rice, raisins, wheat, but some scholars, including part of the Shafi'is and Imam Ahmad and others, they said you can't give it money. The equivalent of food could be given to the poor in the form of money. And I personally say money is maybe better than giving him rice or raisins or wheat or whatever. What he's going to do with the rice, for example. If you give it in order to go to the market and try to sell, it's a big issue, and here it's very complicated. So subhanAllah, Allah Azza wa Jalla says in the Quran, وَمَا جَعَلَ عَلَيْكُمْ فِي الدِّينِ مِنْ حَرَجٍ. This religion did not come to make people's life difficult, but it came to make people's life smooth and easy. So it's okay, you can give it money, inshallah, $10 again per person. And then another question is, Zakat al-Fitr, could it be taken from one country to another, like here we are in America, for example? Could it be sent to a poor country or to my homeland, for example? Yes, that's fine. And some scholars, they said that's permissible, if you don't find poor here. But once there are some poor people here, it's better, of course, to give the zakah in the area where you live. Again, the recipients of Zakat al-Fitr are the 8 categories mentioned in Surah At-Tawbah, للفقراء والمساكين والعاملين عليها والمؤلفة قلوبهم, verse number 6. Don't give it to any other way, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the command of Allah, and this is of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The hadith says it is obligatory. The hadith also is reported by Bukhari and some others. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to pay it, by the way. It is obligatory? No way. Everybody who is able, but if someone is poor and he doesn't have, for example, the $10, or who doesn't have money at all, then he is free. It is the one who has the financial ability to pay Zakat al-Fitr, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our fasting, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all our good deeds. Allahumma ameen. Jazakumullah khairan, and see you inshallah in the next episode. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.